The pig is back again. After doing that suspension work, Brad has ordered a carbon wheel, which we have here, which will be going on today, and wheel spacers. I think after lowering it on the B12 and doing that nice little setup the other week, it just needed something. When you look at it now, where's the wheel? Oh, there you are. And the same on the front, really. They just hide in a little bit. So Brad's been shopping. 12 mils. Obviously hub centric. So we're going to have no more problems. Cool. There we go. Nice one. So we're going to bang those on. But also what we do need to do is we need to grind off the tabs inside the arch so it doesn't get that horrible grinding noise. So let's get the wheel on first. So first things first, we need to disconnect the battery because we will be removing the airbag, and then we just remove the two Torx which are holding the airbag on and a couple of connections and pull it off, and then we have a multi-spy in the middle to remove. There she goes.
Oh, that was lovely.
So now it's loose a little bit. Let me do that, because otherwise you've undone that. Smack in the face.
Okay.
So with the wheel loose, we can now remove it from the car, have a quick drink, and then we put it on the bench, and we literally just got to pull the old trim off and push the trim onto the new wheel, making sure we don't break any of the fixings. Done. Back onto the car. So fittings, reverse removal. We'll put a bit of Loctite on the centre bolt, put it in, torque that up, connect the airbag back up, do the Torx up behind the steering wheel, sit back and admire our work, and look how wicked that steering wheel looks. Let's quickly jump to this video's sponsor. So with the RS all nice and clean and in the workshop, I want to give that paint some ultimate protection. So I'll be using the GTECHNIQ Complete Ceramic Coating Kit. In this kit you get the Crystal Serum Light, the EXO V5, and it also has some codes here for beginners like myself to show you how to apply the products. You also get some of these pads to apply it, and some gloves, and this syringe to apply the stuff onto the pads. So let's crack on and get this on the car. Now apply some to one of the AP2 applicator pads, and now onto the vehicle. You want to be doing this in an overlapping manner to ensure a nice even coverage. It's such an easy application which promises outstanding results, and to get a nice showroom shine and long lasting protection. And a beginner like me, it's no problem at all. You don't need to be an expert. Like all GTECHNIQ products, it's science backed with real world results. Every formula is developed with cutting edge technology to ensure maximum protection and longevity at a price that makes sense. So with the Crystal Serum Light applied to the area, now I just need to simply buff it off. So now I just need to go and repeat that process around the whole car. So the Crystal Light Serum applies to the whole of the RS and promises to protect the car for up to 5 years. It's now time to apply the EXO V5. Just place them on the applicator and then just overlap and then buff off. Once you've done the EXO V5, it's recommended to keep it out of the elements for around about 12 hours. As you can appreciate, the car is looking super shiny now after applying those coatings. So thanks to GTECHNIQ for sponsoring this video. Definitely go and grab some of their stuff. I'll put the link in the description. And why don't you go and see what GTECHNIQ can do for you. Look how well it repels the water. Now let's get back to the video. So I started by loosening the wheel bolts while the car's on the ground. Then we got it up in the air. Had to remove the under tray, so we decided to do an oil and filter change. So let's crack on with that and get the oil drained out. So while that's weighing, let's get the wheels off and get the spacers on. So let's undo the bolts and remove the wheel from the car. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some copper grease on first, so it stops anything from seizing.
Started speaking then.
Science. With the copper grease on, now let's go and get the wheel spacer and fit it to the car, and then we're going to get some more copper grease and just put it on the spacer to stop the wheel from seizing onto it, and then we put the wheel bolts in and then do them up, and then that is that wheel on the car. Let's have a look to see the difference. No wheel. Wheel. Now let's repeat that to the other front wheel. So with the oil now drained from the sump, we can refit a nice new sump plug, torque that up to spec, and now we're just going to get the oil filter housing undone, get that down, remove the old filter and get ready to fit a new one.
Pre-fill your oil filter housing.
So with the new filter and the seal fitted to the housing, let's now get that back onto the car and torque it to spec. And now let's tidy up that area.
Right, so that's one oil filter in, so let's get it down and get the oil in.
So when filling with oil, just keep an eye on the dipsticks. You don't want to be putting too much in the car, but we will let it run first, so then we can let it all settle again and actually see how much we have once it's all circulated. But putting too much oil in, it's just as bad as not putting enough in.
Right, let's make sure we've got no leaks. We are good to go. Right, let's get this wheel off, cut the tab, get the spacer on, boom. This is the tab that we need to not have because it will rub on the tyre. You see, I'm trying to get an angle on it so you can see how far. Maybe that way's better, I don't know. Yeah, you can see how far it sticks out. We don't want that, so we're gonna we are tabless. There we go. Much better. Right, let's get some copper grease on this, get the spacer on, some more copper grease, get the wheel on, and then get on the ground and torque those wheel bolts up. Right, now, look at the wheels now. Woohoo!
We'll play it by ear.
Look at the front wheel.
Mint, double mint.
Right,
Extra strong mint.
so now let's get it on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, so spin around a bit. Yeah.
Oh. I think you can agree that is looking so much better. Just right. You've got that carbon wheel as well.
While I go around and torque these wheel bolts up, why don't you give this video a like, put a comment below, and even think about subscribing to the channel, because it really helps us out and it makes it worthwhile me making more videos. And don't forget to click on the link for the GTECHNIQ products, and also check out their website and see what other products they've got that might suit you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might